Hello, this is Torin at Connect the Political Dots. This will be my weekend review. I'm going to talk basically about two stories. You know the two stories I'm talking about. Then I want to talk about what happens from here. The media is reporting a Twitter war between Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. There is no Twitter war between these two. Ted Cruz gave a one-tweet response to Donald Trump. Donald Trump continued. But Ted Cruz tweeted back once. And Ted Cruz's response was, I would never say anything bad about your wife. Melania is a lovely woman, and Heidi is the love of my life. That doesn't sound like battle words to me. Donald Trump, looking at the meme that was made by the anti-Trump super PAC, not the Ted Cruz super PAC, but the anti-Trump super PAC, seeing Ted Cruz's name, Ted Cruz right there, Ted Cruz right there, decided that Ted Cruz was guilty of this meme. And he was going to make Ted Cruz pay. And he was going to defend his wife and defend her honor. And he was going to do that by attacking Ted Cruz's wife. Attacking Ted Cruz's wife, saying that he's going to spill the beans on Heidi Cruz. Spill the beans. Ted Cruz responded like I said in the beginning. So, Donald Trump attacks Heidi Cruz for something that he thinks Ted Cruz did that Ted Cruz didn't do. So Donald Trump messed up. No one's really reporting that Donald Trump messed up. They're not really saying it, but Donald Trump messed up. Then he messed up twice. Here's the second mess up. All of this talk during the Iowa caucuses about how Ted Cruz should have just called Ben Carson and asked Ben Carson, are you dropping out of the race? It's out the window. How come Donald Trump didn't even have one of his people call one of Ted Cruz's people to see what the real deal was and squash this? But he didn't. So what's good for the goose is not good for the gander in Donald Trump's world. He can expect you, his people can expect you to do everything perfect. And they excuse every mess up Donald Trump makes. They excuse every lie. And they excuse every baseless attack on innocent women. The wife of Ted Cruz. The mother of two beautiful little girls. This is what Donald Trump decided to do. Attack Heidi Cruz. But he couldn't do it himself. Donald Trump couldn't attack Heidi Cruz by himself. He can't do that. So what did he do? He sent Katrina Pearson out to do it. So Donald Trump then sends Katrina Pearson out to basically follow through on my threat. Spill the beans on Heidi Cruz. And boy, did she. And you know what the beans were? Heidi Cruz worked at Goldman Sachs. That's the beans. That's all the beans. And there's no Jack Magic bean in there. Well, you have to assume certain things about Goldman Sachs. And if you've been looking at, if you follow Twitter or even Facebook, and you go to the social media sites in some of the rooms, you will find out that if you work for Goldman Sachs, that you're a globalist that seeks world domination, New World Order, Agenda 21, and open borders. That's a prerequisite to work at Goldman Sachs, according to Twitter. If you can't work at Goldman Sachs unless you work for globalization. End of story. Everybody that works there, everybody that gets a loan there, everybody that has anything to do with Goldman Sachs is a globalist. It's a crock. But they're trying to get you to believe that. They're trying to get you to believe that. The Justice Department should probably open up a case on Goldman Sachs. Since they're trying to give up American sovereignty. That's not the end of the story, though. That's not the whole week. That's just half the week. The second part is even more interesting than the first. So somehow, a headline comes out. Ted Cruz guilty of 5 affairs. He's had affairs with 5 different women. And then you read the story, and it's like, insiders say, an unknown source, and the investigating continues. Then you have pictures of 5 women, their faces all blurred out. Well, 2 of the women have already been contacted. Guess who one was? Katrina Pearson. Well, I don't think Donald Trump got to Katrina Pearson early enough, because if he would have gotten to her early enough, he'd have told her to say you had an affair with Ted Cruz. But being that they've been investigating Ted Cruz now for months and months and months, and the accusation had come across before, she had already denied this. She had already said it's a crock. And why would anybody believe anything that was in a National Enquirer? Now, I'm pretty sure Donald Trump's pissed about that, because his good friend, David Pecker, runs the National Enquirer. Second coincidence. Katrina Pearson, David Pecker, the National Enquirer endorsed Donald Trump. The National Enquirer endorsed Donald Trump to be president of the United States. Isn't that amazing? So, Katrina Pearson, endorsement, David Pecker's, good friends. That's why the Donald loves Pecker, hashtag is going crazy on Twitter right now. But those are the three things that you can say Donald Trump had something to do with this story. But there's a fourth. And this fourth one actually puts a nail in the coffin to let you know that this is a Donald Trump creation. Salon.com did a story. And this story was how the National Enquirer had dirt not just on Ted Cruz, but on all the Republican candidates. Mike Huckabee, Carly Fiorina, Ben Carson, Marco Rubio, all of them, except Donald Trump. Donald Trump mysteriously had no dirt. The man that actually cheated on his wife several times. Oh, I'm sorry. Wives. This is what we're dealing with Donald Trump. This is a sick man. Look, if you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, and you're trying to debate one of these fools about this, just give it up. Don't even debate them. Let this story just die on its own weight. It is obviously a lie. It is a blatant lie. It is libelous. It is libelous. I know they're writing with legalese, but the headline alone, not the story says nothing. The headline alone is libelous. I hope Ted Cruz does sue. And I hope the suit gets all the way to Donald Trump, because this is definitely a Donald Trump creation. This is a terrible guy. Donald Trump is an awful person. Awful. I am thinking that the people that have voted in the primaries up until this point and that voted for Donald Trump are probably saying to themselves, what the hell was I thinking? If I'd have known this, I'm going to call on them. I want to call on all primary voters that voted for Donald Trump and now regret it to come out, post why, tell why, vlog why, blog why you no longer support Donald Trump. How you wish you had that vote back. You can get that vote back by making sure that the people that vote from this point on don't make the same mistake that you did. You can fix this. This is how you fix it. I expect to see some blogs, some people that hear me say this. If you don't want to watch a vlog, tweet it to your friends, Facebook it to your friends. I want all primary voters that voted for Donald Trump and that now regret it to come out and say why and admit their mistake so that people do not make the same mistake in the future. Donald Trump is tripping right now, and the reason he's tripping is because he lost Utah. He's going to lose Wisconsin, and he's going to lose North Dakota, and he knows it. The next primary, Donald Trump's not going to have a press conference because he's going to lose. He's not going to have one in Wisconsin or North Dakota because he's going to lose both of those states. He can't wait till New York. He's impatiently sitting back, doing nothing. I've seen nothing of Donald Trump the last few days. He's disappeared. He's in his bathroom on a cell phone tweeting all this crap. This man cannot be president. More importantly, this man cannot be the Republican nominee. Let's do the right thing. Let's not vote for the insignificant John Kasich. Let's really not vote for Donald Trump, which leaves you the one choice, the logical choice, the smart choice, the ethical choice, the moral choice, the principled choice, and the best choice. Vote Ted